Good afternoon, fellow Facebook land, family, friends, brides, couples, professionals. Hi, this is Beryl from Forever Yours Flowers. It is Frinally Friday. You'd think after saying it so many times I could actually get it out. And today, all week we've been talking about colour. But today, let me put my little apron on because we're in the studio. So Frinally Friday always consists of a little bit of art as we deal with the fact that we're in lockdown and things like that. So I thought I'll bring my little microphone a little bit closer so that you can hear me better. I thought I would do some table decorations and things like that for your wedding and for your wedding cake. What everybody has in their house is a foam cake that is 8x4. Sorry, I've got the hiccups now. I've got my coffee. Have you got yours? Actually, mine's a cup of tea. And I'm glad you're with me today. So, Frinally Friday means time to think about everybody, time to spread a bit of love, time for me to teach you a little bit about my textile work. I'm a graphic designer, I'm a web designer, but I'm a wedding textile artist as well as I do wedding planning. So I help couples in many different ways. So let's try and decorate a cake decoration. In this case, we're going to pretend, because we're thinking about the budget. Sorry, I'm going to bring it down a little bit so that you can see a bit better. Let's have a look. That's a bit better. And we're going, and I have my ghost in the background. Okay, that's my husky. So, one thing we can do when we have amazing, we've got all this time at the moment. So we want to use our time valuably. Is that even a word? And create ourselves something very unique for our wedding. So one of the places that you can save a little bit of money, and and I do courses on this, so just DM me and I'll create a course especially for you. We can decorate our cake. So we've got a cake exactly like this. And the weird thing about it that a lot of people don't realize, did you know you can do something as simple on your cake as putting a candle? Wow, look at the difference that makes. So when we're decorating our candles up and things like that, we can actually follow the theme. We've been dealing with, there was inspiration, design, color, and theme. So when you're working through these four things, you're working towards what you think your wedding should be about. But you don't know where to start, and you're going, it's going to be too hard for me to decorate my cake. I'm not going to be able to do that. Well, I'm here to tell you you can. Say you want something as simple. Well, I should have done this on my phone so that I could do my little rotating thing. We can have something as simple as this. The way I created this guy, and I've forgotten my candle, bear with me because I've put my spare candle somewhere. Okay, I do apologise. And I'm just over here. And I'm over here picking up my candles that I forgot. Okay, so the advantage of these is I've got some used candles here. Because I'm in lockdown, I kind of want to practice a little bit. So because we're doing the practice, I've got a candle I've used and another candle I've used in a jar and a brand new candle. The way I created this is I took my everyday pins that I got from Spotlight. And for those that are in America, because I do have a few American friends that watch my Facebook Live. So all we have to do is to create a decoration is to get the pin It's not going to go in, is it? Okay. Well, we don't like that candle. I would also try and get shorter pins. This one works better. That candle was very old. And see, as you can tell, if we've got a bit of pink on our wedding, we can, is it going to focus yet, or is it going to be, okay, it's not going to focus because of the lack of light. Let me move my light again. Let me see if I can get a bit of a better light going. And maybe, so, we've got, and the advantage of this is we can put the pins all the way around the candle in the one colour, but in this case, I've got multiple colours. So I would go to Spotlight or a hardware, what do you call it? Somewhere where you buy fabric from. A haberdashery, sorry. And I would buy some nice new pins. And the advantage of this is I have all these tools and I'm creating myself 4 points. And the reason I'm creating 4 points is because I'm going to create odd points down the bottom for the ribbon. So your colour could be, there are cute little pins you can get that are quite shorter than these ones. You don't have to use these really super long ones. But because we're in lockdown, I kind of can't get to the shop. I've kind of got to work with what I've got in my house at the moment. Oh, okay, that one's not going to quite go in as far. But we just keep working on it. And the other nice thing about it is you could heat the pins. And if you slightly heated them, if you had not too hot because you'll burn your fingers, you could easily do something like that. So what we've got here is then in 50% down the middle, and normally I would not draw a straight line, but I wanted just to show you so that, and then I would put, okay, these pins are going to fight the patooties out of me. Okay, we're going to use some of my flower pins, I think. Okay, so this is, we're going to, see, this is what happens when you practice on one candle and then you pull up another candle and you think the same job's going to work, and then you suddenly realise it's not going to work. Because, and this is where I would do it in the kitchen. You've got a hot plate, but even if you had a glass of hot water, and okay, that's actually a good idea. I shouldn't do this, but I'm going to. I have a cup of hot tea here. Let's heat the pin up in my cup of hot tea. As you can tell, I'm not sticking the pin directly in. I'm only sticking the end in. So, contaminating my cup of tea, but I'm the only one that's drinking it. It's now a little bit warmer and goes in much easier. So I would hold it, I would do it for a little bit longer than that. So, but this is where you would get your ribbon, whatever colour you've got, and you start at the beginning. You wind around once, wind around there, whoops, okay, make sure that you wind it all the way around. Okay, this is just going to fight me today. I might have to do a separate video on this one because this is just not doing as it's told. What I did, I can do it on, show you on this, is I started at the top. I then had a pin. So, whoops, let me get the camera going. I've this one here, I use these amazing teardrop pins that I get from my florist supplies. And see how easy that one went in? Different type of candle. But see how we can suddenly make ourselves a very unique design. So we've got it like that. And then we fold it back on itself and head up to the next one. But because we've got a candle, and because most wax candles, other than the two I've got that are normally quite soft, but see how we're suddenly creating ourselves a design. Some people pay an absolute, I've already got flowers on this one, so I'm going to just, because the flowers are there, already attached to it, I'm kind of going to cut that off right there. So that, pair of scissors. I'm a textile artist and I can't find a pair of scissors. But see how we've suddenly created our own design. I would measure it so that it was close, so it was more exact. The advantage of having a candle is you can move it. So this one here is not quite in the right spot, so we'll move him down. But have a look at that. See how we've taken a boring white candle, like so, and we've created something very unique and very different. We can also decorate it up in 100 different other ways. So that's just what you can do with a candle. And if people, let me put it down here, if people were to come to your wedding and they saw this sort of thing, they would go, wow, that is really quite unique. How did you do that? Where did you get those from? And you can say, well, I had to get something done during lockdown, and I built my own table decoration. I built my own cake decorations. We've got some artificial flowers here. We can decorate it up, make a definite little unique design. In this case, I'm using my artificial blue flower as my accent colour, so that I'm pretending that my brides are dressed in this color. My bridesmaids are dressed in this, so therefore I want to bring some blue. I'll also, because this is some, I don't know why that could, okay, we'll just move that away. So, see how we've now suddenly, and you could make this design quite cheap. Because, say you've got 3, 4, 5 layers on your cake, so you want to build it up, what I have done here is, yep, say hello, ghost. It's raining outside. He's very wet. Yuck. So what I've done here is these stems of flowers, they're about $30 each large stem. But as you can tell, I've already decorated the top of the cake. I can do all the layers down the cake, no matter how high it is. How high it is, I should say. And I can create, whoops, that was my fault. I just realized what I was doing wrong. I actually had the candle sitting onto the keyboard. A little bit crazy. But as you can tell, we've now taken a very plain, boring cake and created it into something unique. That's one of the things that we could do. Another thing we could do is we could take this particular design and create it into, where'd my serviette go? I did bring out a serviette, and we could use something like this, which is a gold. It depends. It comes in gold, it comes in black, but it has wire in it as such. So we can create, and I know for a fact this is about around $20 odd. The reason I'm saying, hey, use that is we can, if we've got a serviette, we can quite easily just create something very simple like so, and because it's wire, it's going to sit there we haven't used too much, and that this one container of say $20-$30 could last us for everybody. That would probably do 30-40 table decorations, so it ends up quite a reasonable price. And what you could do here is we've got our flowers that we've used here, and we, as something a little bit unique and different, something as simple as that on a plate. That would look really quite cute, or in a wine glass. And it hasn't cost that much. The flowers themselves come in again in a large stem, so you could probably buy 4 or 5 of the large stems, which are about $12-$15 each, and you could probably do every table decoration, and you spread them through your cake like so, and suddenly you've got a theme happening. Here's your serviette that's got the same flowers, your cake decoration, same flowers. You've decorated up a candle because you just want something a bit different. And if you could imagine having that candle lit, or having an LED candle if the venue doesn't allow candles, you can see how suddenly we're taking a very simple design like so that everything complements each other. This is what design's about. And this is what Frinally Friday is about. Frinally Friday is about playing. It's about having a cup of tea. You talk to me. You ask me questions. This is definitely Q&A night. I would love to hear what you do. Let's get together. Let's have a Q&A. There may be something, hey, I want to create, I don't know, ABC, and I can go through the process. If you saw my studio at the moment, I shouldn't show you this, but let's have a look. My studio at the moment is a little bit of a mess, but we're going to pretend it's not a mess. Okay, but this is what Frinally Friday is about. Frinally Friday is about coming together, giving each other a bit of love, and also I'd love you to join my intimate micro-amazing wedding group over on my Facebook page. It's a private group where we all support each other. We all have fun. We do a bit of art. We talk about wedding. We talk about dresses. We talk about what dress suits you. We talk about the things that are worrying you at the moment. COVID is worrying people. So, whoops, I'm a little bit crooked there, I just noticed. But you can see how different things can affect the way we're feeling. So Frinally Friday is about releasing all those stresses, releasing all those fears and frustrations, and just getting in there and having some fun. I'd love you, hashtag replay. What can I create for you next week? So, okay, this is the last one. I've got a bit of lace here, okay? I can afford the cake because Grandmama or Mum's going to make the cake. I'm going to put some royal icing on it. A bit boring. My girls are dressed in an amazing purple fabric that, because of COVID, we have had to do a bit of compromising. So the amazing thing about lace, which I'll show you in 2 seconds, is, again, I'm using these same little pins with the little teardrop head. You would get food safe ones, and there are plenty of food safe ones out there, but as you can tell, if you use royal icing, it's quite hard. So some people don't like royal icing, but I would do this. I would cut this into a strip. I wouldn't do it this way. And have a look. Suddenly, we have a very, whoops, let me pull that down again, have a very unique type of look on the edge of the cake, which can save you. You could get some lace like this, and I know you could spend, say, $10 on it. You've got a candle that you could get from the $2 shop for, I don't know, $5, a few flowers that are going to do lots of decorations, and have a look at what your wedding cake suddenly is like. Yes, I know I've got burgundy ribbon with a purple lace, but I'm just showing you what you can do. These are the things that I teach you within my group. Within Frinally Friday, I've just put the thing on the keyboard again. I'm getting good at this at the moment. So we can also cut off a piece of the lace like so, because we want it to go, we want everything not to match, but everything to complement itself. So we've got a little bit of lace like so, and instead of, we've still got the wire, we unwind the wire, we wrap a bit of lace like such around. I wouldn't have had it this long, but that's okay. And as you can tell, I'm bringing the theme of the cake and that together. We can still use this gold wire. We can put, gold might not be your colour, but that's okay. We wind it around like so, but because it's wire based, we don't have to worry, and we can just tuck it under to make it look neat and tidy. This is normally where I grab a pair of scissors. And as you can tell, I've made a couple of these up in 2 minutes. You could get these all made and all ready to go for your wedding. And then, of course, because we want the same blue flowers, we use the blue flower. Look at that. We now have a theme happening. This is what your design's about. So we've worked through design on Monday, design and theory on Monday. Then on Wednesday we talked about colour, and today we're taking both those processes and putting them into practice. How would you like me to teach you? We can do a Zoom. I would love to do a Zoom. I so love teaching. So anyway, this is Beryl from Forever Yours Flowers saying, hey, I'm here for you. My group is about caring, it's about sharing, and it's about support. I would love you to come and join, and we can have some fun together, and we can talk about the things that you need to do. It's a new group, so there's not many of us over there. So if you jump over there now, you'll have me all to yourself instead of paying for one-on-one wedding planning. But you have to bring your cup of tea or your coffee, and it's time to have a chat. It's time to support each other. It's time to love each other. Now, this is Beryl signing off. I'll sign off down here. We'll finish the picture with my lovely decoration. We'll move the keyboard so it's out of the way. And as you can tell, if we move all the mess out the way, what else have we got in the road? We've got a pair of scissors, and we can enjoy creating our own designs. This is Beryl signing off. Bye for now. Bye.